Have you ever felt a strange restlessness within your soul, a stirring you can't quite explain? It's as if an invisible force is gently tugging you away from the ordinary, calling you to something greater. Life begins to shift in unexpected ways, paths you never imagined open before you, while others close without reason. This isn't random, it's divine design. When you are chosen by a higher power, your life starts to transform in extraordinary ways, and the signs of this calling are undeniable. You are being prepared for a purpose far beyond what you can see. When you've been chosen by a higher power, one of the first and most profound changes you may notice is a deep, unshakable restlessness within you. This isn't the ordinary unease of a busy mind or a fleeting desire for change. It's something far more potent, more significant. It feels like your soul is speaking to you in a language you don't fully understand yet. Every familiar routine begins to feel foreign. Every comfort zone starts to feel stifling. And the life you once settled into no longer fits. This restlessness isn't a sign of something being wrong. It's a call, a nudge from the divine, urging you to step into the unknown and embrace the extraordinary destiny laid out for you. This feeling can be unsettling at first. It might come as a quiet whisper in the back of your mind or an overwhelming sense of discontent that you can't shake. It's as if the life you're living has suddenly grown too small for the person you're becoming. You might find yourself questioning everything: your purpose, your relationships, your choices. You may even feel like you're losing parts of yourself in the process. But what's really happening is that the higher power guiding you is stripping away what no longer serves you. This restlessness is a sign that you're being prepared for something greater, something that requires you to let go of the old to make room for the new. You may start to feel a pull toward things you never considered before: new ideas, new people, new places. Perhaps it's an urge to explore uncharted territories within yourself or the world around you. You might suddenly feel inspired to pursue a passion or dream that had always seemed out of reach. These aren't coincidences. They're seeds being planted in your spirit, guiding you toward the path you're meant to walk. The restlessness is your soul's way of urging you not to settle for less than you were created to be. It's a sacred discomfort, a reminder that you are destined for more than the mundane. This sensation can feel isolating at times. You might notice that the things which used to bring you joy no longer satisfy you. The conversations, habits, and environments that once felt comfortable may now seem hollow or even burdensome. It's not because they've changed, it's because you are changing. When you're chosen, your spirit begins to seek alignment with a higher purpose. The restlessness is the friction between who you've been and who you're meant to become. It's the divine energy within you awakening to the truth of your calling. There will be moments when this feeling is overwhelming, even frustrating. You might find yourself wishing for the comfort of the life you once knew, longing for the simplicity of not knowing. But it's important to remember that this restlessness is not a punishment, it's a gift. It's a sign that you're alive, that you're being called to live fully and authentically. The higher power that has chosen you is not content to let you remain stagnant. It wants you to grow, to expand, to rise to the greatness within you. As this restlessness grows, so does your awareness of the deeper meaning behind your experiences. You begin to see that the discomfort is a necessary part of the transformation. Like a seed breaking open in the soil, your soul is undergoing a process of growth that can't happen without upheaval. You're being prepared for something you might not fully understand yet, but the very fact that you feel this way is proof that there's a purpose for your life, something extraordinary waiting for you to step into. In time, you'll come to realize that this restlessness is your greatest ally. It's the fire that keeps you moving forward, the whisper that reminds you not to give up. It's the divine energy within you guiding you toward your destiny. Embrace it, lean into it, and trust that it's leading you exactly where you're meant to be. When you are chosen by a higher power, life begins to take on a different rhythm. What seemed like a predictable, well-charted course suddenly shifts in ways you never anticipated. You might notice that things are no longer working the way they used to. and what once felt like smooth progress now appears to be filled with detours and obstacles. At first, these shifts may feel confusing or even frustrating. You might find yourself wondering why the universe seems to be throwing so many roadblocks in your way. Yet as time unfolds, you begin to see that these detours are not mistakes at all, but rather part of a grand, divine design guiding you toward your true path. What you perceive as a setback or a deviation from your plans may actually be the very thing you need to grow and evolve. The higher power that has chosen you isn't simply pushing you toward success, it's teaching you, shaping you, and preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. Each unexpected twist is a necessary part of the process. It may feel as though you're being led off course, but in truth you're being gently redirected toward the place where you are meant to be. In these moments, trust becomes the key. Trust that the path you were initially following may not have been the one that would lead you to your highest potential. Trust that the divine detours you're experiencing are, in fact, opening doors to experiences, lessons, and opportunities you could never have planned for yourself. What might seem like a delay is actually a divine timing at work, ensuring that you're prepared for the next chapter of your life when it's meant to unfold. The moments that feel like setbacks are actually stepping stones, shaping you in ways that are invisible at the time but become clear in hindsight. These unexpected paths can often be intimidating. It's easy to become discouraged when life doesn't go as planned, and the future feels uncertain. But it's important to understand that when you're walking a path chosen for you, there's a wisdom greater than your own guiding you. The detours, no matter how uncomfortable, are part of your spiritual evolution. They are essential for your growth. You are not being led down a path of confusion or chaos, rather. You are being taken to the exact place where your soul needs to go to fulfill its purpose. As these unexpected turns continue to unfold, you'll begin to notice that things align in ways that seem almost too perfect to be coincidental. You may meet people you never expected to encounter, and circumstances may appear in your life that help you in ways that you couldn't have planned. These aren't accidents. They are synchronicities, the unseen hand of divine guidance working behind the scenes. You'll begin to recognize that the divine detours aren't just leading you somewhere physically, they're also leading you to deeper understanding, to greater wisdom, and to a more refined version of yourself. Over time, these shifts become less alarming. What once felt like confusion becomes clarity. You begin to trust that even when life takes you off course, it's actually leading you toward a greater good. The divine detours no longer feel like disruptions, they become a natural part of your journey. You may look back and realize that all the detours, every unplanned twist and turn, were the very things that helped you discover who you truly are and what you're truly capable of. In fact, you might even come to appreciate the detours for the blessings they bring. They challenge you to trust the process, to surrender to the flow of life, and to let go of the need to control every step of your journey. The divine detours are an invitation to grow in faith and to expand your perspective, helping you see the bigger picture. And in doing so, you begin to understand that the journey, not the destination, is where the true beauty lies. You may find that the lessons learned along the way through the detours, the struggles, and the unexpected changes are what shape you into the person you were always meant to become. As you walk the path chosen for you by a higher power, you begin to notice that your life takes on a new sense of connection, a connection to something greater than yourself, something that feels both vast and intimate at the same time. The more you surrender to this journey, the more you realize that the world around you is not as random as it once seemed. You begin to experience synchronicities and signs that seem to be woven into the fabric of your everyday existence. What once felt like mere coincidence now feels like a conversation between your soul and the universe, a dialogue that is always present, if only you are willing to listen. The signs come in many forms. It might be a meaningful encounter with a stranger who offers a piece of wisdom you needed to hear. Or perhaps a song on the radio plays at the exact moment you were contemplating an important decision. Maybe it's the feeling of knowing that something significant is about to happen, even though you can't quite put your finger on what it is. These moments may seem small, even inconsequential, but if you pay attention, they begin to reveal a greater pattern. They are the subtle nudges of the universe, reminding you that you are not alone on this journey, that there is a force guiding you, protecting you, and aligning things for your highest good. As you become more attuned to this connection, you start to recognize the language the universe speaks. It might come through a repeated number, a certain animal that crosses your path, or a word or phrase that keeps appearing in your life. These are not random occurrences, but signs designed to catch your attention. They are like breadcrumbs on your path, leading you forward, gently urging you to keep going, even when you don't fully understand where the path is taking you. It's in these moments that you realize the divine is not distant or detached. It is actively engaged in your life, communicating with you through the everyday world. This connection becomes deeper as you cultivate trust. The more you trust in the process, the more these signs and synchronicities seem to multiply. You may begin to notice that the right opportunities come to you at the right time, or that people are drawn into your life who seem to know exactly what you need even before you do. These aren't mere coincidences, they are the threads of divine guidance weaving their way through your life. Your awareness of this connection grows stronger, and you begin to feel that you are walking in alignment with something much larger than your individual self. In moments of doubt or confusion, these signs and synchronicities serve as reminders of the unseen forces at work, assuring you that there is a plan unfolding in your life, even when the details seem unclear. There may be times when you feel lost or uncertain about your direction, but the universe will offer you a sign, a little nudge, to remind you that you are on the right path. These moments are like anchors, keeping you grounded and connected to the truth that you are being guided by a higher power that knows exactly where you need to go. This connection with the unseen also opens you up to a new sense of inner peace. As you begin to recognize the divine whispers and signs, you feel more secure, more certain that everything is happening exactly as it should. You begin to trust the timing of your life, understanding that what you need will come to you when you are ready for it, and that you are always in the right place at the right time. The world around you no longer feels chaotic or disconnected. Instead, it feels alive with meaning, filled with moments of grace and guidance, as though the universe itself is conspiring to bring you closer to your true purpose. What's most remarkable is that this connection is not something you have to force or fabricate. It's already there, waiting for you to notice it. All it requires is openness, a willingness to see the world through a new lens, to recognize the divine in the ordinary, and to trust that the universe is speaking to you every moment. As you cultivate this awareness, you'll find that your life becomes filled with a new sense of wonder and awe. You begin to see that you are not merely walking through the world, you are in relationship with it, with the divine energy that flows through everything. And as this relationship deepens, so too does your understanding of your place in the grand design of life. When you're chosen by a higher power, life often presents challenges that seem designed to test not only your strength, but also your character and resolve. These challenges are not random hardships, but are part of the divine process of transformation. You may feel as though you are being pushed to your limits, that the weight of the trials you face is more than you can bear. Yet as time passes, you realize that these challenges are not meant to break you, but to shape you into the person you are destined to become. They are the refining fires that burn away the parts of you that no longer serve your higher purpose and prepare you for the greatness you are called to achieve. In the midst of these trials, there is often a sense of isolation. The journey feels intensely personal, and there may be moments when you question why you are being asked to endure so much. The world around you may seem to continue on as normal, while you are in the depths of your own struggle. It can feel unfair, as if you are carrying a burden that no one else understands. But this is when the true nature of these challenges begins to reveal itself. These struggles are designed to bring you closer to your authentic self, to strip away the layers of ego, pride, and fear that have accumulated over the years. They force you to confront your deepest insecurities and limitations, but in doing so, they reveal the strength and resilience you never knew you had. It's often in the darkest moments that your true power begins to emerge. When you feel like you have nothing left to give, you discover that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The divine is not placing these burdens on you to see you fail. It is pushing you to recognize the incredible potential within you that has yet to be unlocked. The trials you face, no matter how difficult, are shaping you into the person who can walk in the fullness of your purpose. You are being molded and refined like gold being purified in the fire. As you navigate these challenges, you begin to realize that your hardships are not only transforming you, but also preparing you for the very thing you were chosen for. What you perceive as obstacles are actually opportunities for growth, for learning, and for expanding your capacity to love, to forgive, and to serve others. With each trial, you become more attuned to your inner strength, more aware of the depth of your resilience. You begin to understand that what you face is not a sign that you are on the wrong path, but rather that you are on the right one. The higher power that has chosen you is not leading you through an easy life, but one that will stretch you, challenge you, and ultimately refine you into the person capable of fulfilling your purpose. This process of transformation is not easy, and it is often accompanied by periods of doubt and fear. It is natural to question why you are being asked to endure such pain or uncertainty. However, in those moments of doubt, you are also being taught the value of trust. Trust that there is a purpose behind every challenge. Trust that the divine knows exactly what you need, and that every difficulty you face is an opportunity for growth. Trust that you are being prepared to step into your destiny, no matter how difficult the journey may seem at times. Over time, the challenges you face no longer seem insurmountable. With each trial, you become stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the divine guidance that is always present in your life. You learn to trust the process, knowing that the pain you experience today is shaping you into the person who will walk into the fullness of your calling tomorrow. What once seemed like suffering becomes a source of strength, and the obstacles you encounter are seen as opportunities to expand your capacity for love, faith, and understanding. The transformation that occurs through these challenges is not always immediate. Sometimes the true value of the trials you face only becomes clear with time. It's often in looking back that you can see how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how the difficult moments of your life have paved the way for the person you've become. And as you continue to rise above each challenge, you become more capable of embracing the divine purpose for your life, knowing that you have been forged in the fires of adversity and are now ready to fulfill the calling that was placed upon your soul from the very beginning. As you walk the path that has been chosen for you by a higher power, one of the most profound shifts you may experience is the way others begin to perceive and relate to you. There is a subtle, yet undeniable, magnetism that starts to emerge from within you, a light that draws people toward you, often in ways you don't expect. This isn't about outward appearance, wealth, or status. It's something deeper. It's the energy of your soul radiating outward, an authentic glow of purpose and alignment with something far greater than yourself. People begin to notice that there is something different about you, something they can't quite put their finger on, but it's impossible to ignore. You might find that strangers approach you for advice, comfort, or simply a listening ear. It could be that people you barely know begin to open up to you about their struggles and dreams, sensing in you a depth of understanding that resonates with their own journey. It's not that you've become a different person, but rather that you've become more yourself, more attuned to your divine calling. This authentic self, the person you were always meant to be, is what people are drawn to. Your light is no longer hidden, and as you walk in alignment with your purpose, you shine in a way that others can't help but notice. This attraction isn't always easy to understand, especially if you've spent much of your life feeling unseen or unnoticed. It can be humbling, even overwhelming at times, to have people gravitate toward you for reasons that feel beyond your control. But this is one of the signs that you are walking in the fullness of your purpose. As you step into your divine calling, the light that emanates from you serves as a beacon for others who are seeking guidance, comfort, or a sense of connection to something greater than themselves. You become a mirror for others, reflecting back the possibility of their own greatness and purpose. You show them by your very existence that it is possible to live a life in alignment with the divine, to walk in your truth, and to shine brightly without fear or hesitation. In these moments you may find that your interactions with others take on a deeper, more meaningful quality. Conversations flow with a sense of connection that goes beyond the surface. People feel safe with you, as though they can be vulnerable and honest without fear of judgment. This magnetic pull is not something you consciously try to create. It is simply the result of your alignment with your higher self. As you walk in your truth, others are able to sense that energy, and it naturally draws them to you. They see in you the possibility of their own transformation, and they are drawn to the light that guides them toward their own purpose. This ability to draw others toward you is not a sign of power or superiority, but of service. The more you step into your purpose, the more you understand that your life is not just about you, it is about the way your existence can serve others. As you shine, you offer others the permission to do the same. You become a catalyst for growth, healing, and transformation in the lives of those around you. People may come to you seeking advice, but often they leave feeling inspired, uplifted, and more connected to their own purpose. This is the power of walking in alignment with your divine calling. The more you shine, the more others are able to see their own light. There is also a deeper understanding that begins to emerge as you walk this path. You realize that the people who are drawn to you are not random, they are part of the divine design for your life. These are the individuals you are meant to impact, whether through a conversation, an act of kindness, or simply by being present. The relationships you form during this time are not just coincidental, they are connections that are meant to help both you and the other person grow, evolve, and move closer to fulfilling your respective purposes. Your light becomes a thread that ties you to others in ways that feel both sacred and profound. And as this light continues to shine, you begin to see that it's not just about the people you encounter, it's also about the ripple effect that occurs when you radiate your truth. The impact of your light extends far beyond your immediate circle, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. Each person you inspire, uplift, or guide becomes a carrier of that light, passing it on to others in their own way. And in this way, the light you radiate has the potential to create a wave of transformation that extends far beyond what you can see or comprehend. In the end, you come to understand that the light within you is not yours alone. It is a reflection of the divine presence that is within all of us, a manifestation of the love and purpose that drives the universe. As you step into your own light, you inspire others to do the same, creating a world where more and more people are walking in alignment with their divine calling, shining their unique light for all to see. And as this happens, the world becomes a brighter, more loving place, filled with the energy of transformation, growth, and divine connection.